One player who's had their draft stock completely skyrocket throughout the March Madness tournament had to be Donovan Clingan of the UConn Huskies. Before the tournament, he was going around the end of the lottery in mock drafts and kind of that second tier big man of like Yves Missi from Baylor, Khalil Ware from Indiana, and Kyle Filipowski from Duke. And now Clingan is like a consensus top 7 pick and the second big man off the board in most mocks after Alex Sarr. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be rebuilding the Washington Wizards and drafting the big man out of UConn, Donovan Clingan. The Wizards are in desperate need of a new kind of face at that center position after they moved Daniel Gafford at the 2024 trade deadline, because Marvin Bagley, Rashawn Holmes, it's not going to be cutting it going forward. I actually liked what Tristan Vukcevic did throughout the year, but he's still 21 years old, super raw, could maybe end up being a backup for us long term. Now, this Wizards team was one of the worst teams in the league this season. They have a terrible contract in Jordan Poole. They have a fairly reasonable contract for Kyle Kuzma, but they maybe should trade him because he probably doesn't fit their timeline. Tyus Jones, one of their better players, is a free agent, and they still have to pay Marvin Bagley, Rashawn Holmes, and Landry Shamet going forward. Not great. But hey, there are some bright spots of this team. Denny Avdia took a step in year number 4. I also like Corey Kispert as a sharpshooter off the bench, and Bilal Coulibaly showed some promise in his rookie season as well. The NBA Finals is going to consist of the Milwaukee Bucks and the Dallas Mavericks, and let's see who wins it all. It goes to Luka Doncic and the Mavericks. So we are going to have any retirements this season. Joe Pruney says, I've seen enough after the year he had in Milwaukee. So draft lottery time, we get the #1 overall pick. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm going to take Donovan Clingan #1 overall. That's kind of crazy. I don't think he would go #1. I still think Alex Sarr would go above Clingan, but I do think Clingan is now the consensus #2 big man off the board. We also should have another first round pick, and there it is at 25 as well that they got at the trade deadline. So I'm excited to add 2 rookies to this team. I could even try to move up that 25th overall pick if I wanted to move Kyle Kuzma as well. We are going to, I think, look for a new head coach. I mean, they did fire Wes Unseld Jr. throughout the season. I don't really know if there's any good options out there. I don't really want Steven Silas, so I may wait to see the free agency market for head coaches next year. So we'll keep Brian Keefe for 1 more year. I mean, I'm sure this team isn't going to be much better in 2025. And I'm going to look to send Kyle Kuzma to the San Antonio Spurs for the Chicago Bulls top 10 protected pick in 25 from the DeMar DeRozan signing trade. And I want to see if I can get maybe 1 more first round pick. I don't know about that swap worst. What about Atlanta's unprotected pick in 27? So 2 firsts for Kyle Kuzma, and Kuzma could space the floor for Victor Wembanyama in that front court in San Antonio. They're going to agree to that. And with Cooper Flagg in the draft next year and Ace Bailey, I would like to get a top pick in the draft. So I'm going to take Donovan Clingan #1 overall. And yeah, he's going to be the center for the future. I don't think he's ever going to be an all-star, but I think he could be a solid enough rim protector and a good enough kind of 7'2" big man, right? Someone that can run the pick and roll, can grab rebounds. He's never going to create his own shot, but he's definitely more mobile out there than somebody like Zach Edey right now. So I'm not going to trade up with the 25th overall pick, but there's some guys that I still like on the board, and I'm going to take Tyler Smith out of the G League Ignite here, so getting front court guys with our first round picks. And I'm going to get Terrence Shannon Jr. in the second round as well. He's probably going to be a first round pick on draft night. So yeah, Alex Sarr went 2 to the Raptors, Reese Shea 3 to the Pistons, Jacoby Walter 4 to the Hornets, and Ron Holland 5 to the Blazers. We are going to sign all 3 of our rookies here, and yeah, not to no surprise, Rashawn Holmes is going to opt in. I'm actually going to save the $2.5 million. I'm going to let Patrick Baldwin Jr. walk. We have a ton of guys on the team. Johnny Davis will bring back. I mean, we got to just accept the fact that it's a bust of a pick, sadly. You know, we do have some cap space. Could I overpay for Emmanuel quickly and maybe steal him from Toronto? I feel like they would match this, but it's worth a shot, and then I would feel a little bit better letting Tyus Jones walk. So 4 years, $75 million. He does accept it. I'm going to renounce the rights on everybody. Is Toronto going to match that? They do not. So we're going to land Emmanuel quickly this offseason, which is kind of exciting for him being the point guard of this team going forward. Jordan Poole, I think I'm going to keep him as a shooting guard, but he's going to come off the bench for us. Or no, he could start. I mean, Bilal could be the 2 if we really wanted to try that. But yeah, I guess it really wouldn't make sense to bring back Tyus Jones now. I'm excited that Emmanuel quickly is our guy, because now I feel like he could be the franchise point guard going forward. He did finish with how many assists per game last year? 4.9, and only went up after getting traded to the Raptors. And here is the team going into the 2025 season. Yeah, we're probably not going to win more than 25 games, which is fine. We knew what we signed up for when they traded away Bradley Beal and Kristaps Porzingis. This is going to be a new team, and hopefully Denny Avdia can maybe emerge, not as like a #1 on a good team. He's not going to take like a Jalen Brunson level leap, but if he's somebody that could maybe emerge as like a 3rd option on a really good team, I'd be cool with that. We'll see what Emmanuel quickly can do. We'll see if Corey Kispert can play himself into a contract extension, and hopefully Bilal Coulibaly can take another step as well. All right, so this is going to be the 9-man rotation. It's going to be quickly. He's going to play a ton of minutes, 38 minutes tonight. Coulibaly, Denny Avdia, Tyler Smith. Yeah, the 25th overall pick. I'm going to start at the 4 spot. Rather start him at the 4 over Marvin Bagley and see what he can do. Donovan Clingan at the 5. We're going to have Kispert, Jordan Poole, Marvin Bagley, and Tristan Vucevic off the bench. And yeah, these are going to be the reserves going forward. We're 3.5 star system proficiency right now. I don't think that we're going to be a good team this year whatsoever. We do beat the Pistons, maybe the one team worse than us to start off the year. Hey, let's go. All right, so it's the trade deadline. We are 14-38. Luckily, our pick is protected. Don't worry, it's not going to the Rockets. That is from, I believe, the Russell Westbrook trade. But yeah, we have the worst record in the NBA. There are some bad teams, but we are right there. Emmanuel Quickley is averaging 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 5.5 assists on good efficiency, which is encouraging. He's the number 1 option right now. Denny is playing well. He's on a great contract for us going forward. Bilal Coulibaly is averaging 15 points, but the efficiency has not improved, which is a little scary. He's maybe being asked to do too much right away, but he's still so young. He's still 20 years old. Donovan Clingan, the title and thumbnail of this video, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 2.3 blocks tonight. Tyler Smith has been pretty good so far in his rookie season. We don't really have any contract extensions to give out. I'm not re-signing Marvin Bagley. I'm excited to have a little bit of cap space open up this offseason. I mean, Bagley's $12 million's gone. Same with Rashawn Holmes. He'll be gone as well. So Luka Doncic wins MVP this season. Donovan Clingan takes home Rookie of the Year. He shot 41% from the field, 51% from the line. He did get 2.1 blocks tonight and a steal a night. So 3.1 stocks for the rookie. We'll take that. Bebo Paul, 6th man of the year. Wemby, Depoy. James Wiseman, most improved in Detroit. Coach of the year goes to Mark Daigneault. So the only award I think we're going to get is Donovan Clingan on all rookie first team, but that is probably going to be it. We also get Tyler Smith on our rookie first team as well, so kind of forgot about him. The Raptors have 2 rookies there on our rookie first team. So at the end of the season, we ended up with a 22-60 record, so we didn't even hit 25 wins. We did finish with the worst record in the league this year. I do think the playing tournament is somewhat realistic next year. We'll see. I mean, Emmanuel Quickley, great year. Can be the 1, can be the 2. Denny Avdia, also a very good year. 18 points, 8 rebounds, 4.5 assists. You think those numbers are going to go down, but even Bilal was better, at least in the second half of the year, and he put up 15.5 points, 5 rebounds a night. So I'm excited about most of these guys next year. I think we're stuck with Jordan Poole, but at least he was efficient. I know I'm not getting much defensive out of him, but I'll take it. I think I would still like to re-sign Corey Kispert, but we're going to probably shuffle or reshuffle the bench unit. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is your Western Conference Finals MVP, and Donovan Mitchell in the East, and we end up seeing the Thunder win in 6 over the Cavs. Shai is your Finals MVP. So I don't think we're going to have anybody retire on our team. Bojan Bogdanovic retires, who I believe was a Wizard at one point. I know he was a Pacer, a Net. And here we are, the draft lottery. We are going to get our first round pick. Don't worry. Hopefully it does end up being in the top 3. I would love to add Cooper Flagg to this team, or Ace Bailey would be really cool, or even Dylan Harper. That Chicago pick, we're not getting it. It is top 10 protected to Chicago. So our pick ends up being number 2. So this pick should theoretically go to the Knicks, but it is top 10 protected in 2025, so we are chilling. I don't think we have any other first round picks. Shout out to 2K, just doing a horrible job having accurate protections on the picks. So Mark Daigneault, I mean, he just won the finals. Could we somehow poach him to Washington, D.C.? Could we do some politicking, some lobbying here in the nation's capital? If we can't get him, I don't mind offering Frank Vogel a contract. Billy Donovan, I'll pass. Will Hardy, I would take. And then Taylor Jenkins, I will take as well. So I'm glad I waited here. Obviously, a lot better candidates out there. So we'll see if we're able to get any one of those guys. I don't think I'm going to offer any other deals. And we do get 3 of them. So we don't get Mark Daigneault. We do get Frank Vogel, Will Hardy, or Taylor Jenkins. I'm actually going to sign Taylor Jenkins. And hopefully he can turn this team around in DC. And I'm probably going to hire Kevin Ollie to be our assistant head coach. So we do have the 2nd overall pick on draft night. I mean, if Cooper Flagg does go number 1, I'm taking Ace Bailey. If Harper goes number 1, I mean, maybe I'm going to take Cooper Flagg. I don't know. With the number 1 overall pick, the Memphis Grizzlies do select Dylan Harper. But you know what? I think I'm going to take Ace Bailey on this team. Cooper Flagg is definitely not like a consensus number 1 player over Ace Bailey. He is my number 1 guy going into the college season next year. But Bailey's right there too. Harper's right there at 3. And Bailey has just as much upside. I think even more offensive upside than Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg definitely better defensively, at least right now. But I'm going to go with Ace Bailey here. We're going to take him at number 2. I think it'll spice things up a little bit. So now I'm kind of figuring out how I want this rotation to look. Maybe we just move Denny to the 4. Maybe Ace Bailey is at the 4 and Tyler Smith goes to the bench. Cooper Flagg ended up falling to 4 to Philadelphia. All right, I didn't want to make the Sixers have a sick front court with Cooper Flagg and Joel Embiid. So Ace Bailey, we're going to sign the second overall pick. Shamit, you're gone. Johnny Davis, you're gone. Terrence Shannon for $2 million. He's 24. I mean, I'll bring him back. Bilal Coulibaly, let's bring back as well, obviously. Kispert and Vucevic, we are going to bring back, and I know it's Vucevic. I got to make sure I'm not saying Vucevic like Nikola. So, free agency time. We actually do have some cap space out here. I don't mind moving Emmanuel quickly to the bench. I don't mind having Bilal Coulibaly come off the bench as well. I'm kind of open to all ideas. The only thing I would like to do is keep Donovan Clingan as a starting 5. So, there are some fun point guard options. I mean, I'm not going to go after Jrue Holiday. There's Jalen Suggs. Lonzo Ball, taking a chance on him would be kind of cool. I think I'm going to offer Chris Paul a deal. I'm going to let him run the second unit and be behind Emmanuel quickly. And we are going to bring Chris Paul to DCA. Let's go. We're probably the only team that would pay him that much money right now. But hey, we got to turn this team around. He can be a good mentor. I'm going to give Corey Kispert a 3-year deal worth $36 million. And hopefully he comes back on that. Boom. There we go. And I want to bring back Tristan Vukcevic as well on a 3-year deal. $4 million flat rate. I hope he accepts that. Yeah, he's 22 years old. I think he could be a solid backup center option for us next year. So player progression, Bilal Coulibaly's up to an 82. Denny's an 82 as well. Quickly's an 82. I don't know if this team will be in the play-in tournament. We'll see. I'm excited for the Chris Paul experiment here in DC just to help him run that second unit and maybe progress Tyler Smith, Vukcevic, Ace Bailey as well if he's our 6th man. All right, so it's going to be the same starting 5 as last year. I'm going to have Ace Bailey play more minutes tonight than Tyler Smith, but he's going to be the 6th man, give him more opportunity to run that second unit with Chris Paul, Corey Kispert, Jordan Poole, and Vukcevic. System proficiency is going to be 3.5 star balanced under Taylor Jenkins, so we should see improvement from this team this year. I'm excited to have Ace Bailey on the squad. Our pick is only top 8 protected this year, so if it's in the top 8, we get to keep it. If it's outside, we do have to give it to the New York Knicks. We get off to an 0-3 start. All right, maybe not the best thing in the world. All right, so we are here at the trade deadline with a 21-31 record, which, you know what, is improvement from last year. We are currently the 11th seed here in the Eastern Conference. We're 10-16 at home, 11-15 on the road. Our offense is 10th in the Eastern Conference. Our defense is actually not bad. It's 6th in the Eastern Conference. So that is anchored by Donovan Clingan, which is encouraging that he could be the lead rim protector for this defense. We have 3 guys above 15 points per night, with Denny leading the way, followed by Emmanuel Quickly, who still has good shooting splits. We have Ace Bailey there. That 3-point shot has been a little bit up and down in the rookie season, but Denny's efficiency has been great. Tyler Smith has shown progress in year number 2. I wish I could get off that Poole contract. I mean, maybe I can in the offseason because it is an expiring deal. Chris Paul, that experiment hasn't been great. I mean, he's been very inefficient for us. But I don't think I'm going to make any trades at the deadline. Wait, is Corey Kispert only averaging 6 points? Or no, he's averaging 9.5 points a night on really good efficiency, but he can't hit a free throw. I mean, contract extensions, I'm not re-signing Jordan Poole. So I think I'm going to keep it how it is this season. Award races, Shea is number 1 for MVP. Rookie of the Year, Ace Bailey is number 2. And he's number 2 in 6 man of the year as well. So Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is your MVP. Cooper Flag does get Rookie of the Year. Jarris Walker, 6th man of the year. Really good bench player. I wonder if they would, I don't know, like try to re-sign him in restricted free agency, but that wouldn't come till next year. So I don't think we're going to get anybody on an All-NBA team. Definitely not Denny of Dia. Devin Carter, the 2nd-year man out of Providence, who is a 2nd-round pick to Milwaukee, ends up on all defensive first team. Here's all defensive second team with Cooper Flag there as a rookie. We do get Ace Bailey on all rookie first team. Did we sneak into the play-in tournament? We did not. So we weren't a top 10 team in the East this year. I thought we could have been. We missed out by 3 games, finishing 33-49. But hey, that is progress. That is what? Like almost 10 more wins this year than last year, because we finished with 33 this year. Last year we ended up with 22 wins. So hey, 11 more wins. I will definitely take that. That is a step in the right direction. If we got 11 more wins next year, I would be very happy with 44 wins, and most of this young core should keep developing for sure. So let's see who wins the 2026 NBA Finals. We'll see if we end up getting our 1st round pick in this draft, as it's a Cavs Mavericks Finals. Donovan Mitchell, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Luka, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Luka and the Mavs sweep them, and Luka gets Finals MVP. There goes LeBron James. He retires on the Nets. Chris Paul does retire on the Wizards. LeBron, Chris Paul, and James Harden are all heading to the Hall of Fame. Bunch of jersey retirements. So our pick is at number 8. We needed to stay at 8 or better to keep that pick. So if it falls to 9, we have to give it to the Knicks. And for the Bulls pick, it's at number 7, which could be kind of nice for us. So our pick does drop to 9. So unfortunately, we do not get that pick. Oh, that was like the worst case scenario, but at least we have Chicago's first. So the number 1 overall pick is Danny Kelly out of LSU, a 6'8 shooting guard. Dude looks like an absolute beast. 9 badges already. And we are on the clock at number 9. There's been some good picks here. Steve Hammonds went 3 to the Magic, a 6'7 guard or wing out of Colorado. Leslie Green looks pretty good going to the Blazers there at number 4. But I'm going to take Malik Dennis, a point guard out of Louisville, 6'3", 200 pounds. And he's a 76 overall right now. Is probably going to just take some of Chris Paul's minutes next year. We got Conrad Taylor in the second round. Going to sign him and Kelly Harvey. Manuel Munoz, we might as well. We had some early second round picks. We're going to pick up the team option on Bilal Coulibaly, Donovan Clingan, and Tyler Smith. I tried moving Jordan Poole on draft night, but couldn't really find a trade that would make sense. I'm going to give Terrence Shannon Jr. the qualifying offer. And I think I'm going to keep the team how it is right now. I mean, there is a chance we have cap space next year with Jordan Poole's contract coming up. Do we have any other free agents next year? Yeah, Bilal Coulibaly. Are we going to pay him? We'll have to find out. So you know what? I don't think I'm really going to just spend my money this offseason. Maybe I'll look for a better backup center than Tristan Vukcevic. And I'm going to sign Nick Richards. Now, I'm hoping I can pull this off, but can I also get Nikola Jovic as well on a 3-year, $27 million deal? The Heat decide not to match that. All right, so we were kind of active in free agency here. Lucas stays in Dallas. Katie goes to the Hawks to team up with Trae Young. All right, and taking a look here at play progression, Bilal Coulibaly's up to an 85 overall. Denny's an 83. Quickly's an 82. Ace Bailey's up to an 82. Hopefully this team can be a playing tournament team next year. You know what? This year, I'm not even going to play Jordan Poole. He's not on my future plans. What's the point of playing him? So I'm going to play Malik Dennis, probably 14 minutes a night. Same with Nick Richards. We're going to go 16 to Jovic. We'll do 18 to Tyler Smith. 20 minutes to Corey Kispert. That's going to be the bench right now. And then Quickly is going to get 33. Can I go 33 to the top 4? I can. We'll leave 26 minutes for Donovan Clingan for now. System proficiency, we are 4-star balanced. First game of the year is at home against the Charlotte Hornets. We ended up losing by 1 to a division opponent. Emmanuel Quickly had a pretty good game straight off the rip. When is our first win going to come? Is it going to be against the Indiana Pacers in the second game of the year? Yes, it is. Quickly drops 22. So here at the trade deadline, we're not a perfect team, but we're an above 500 team. We are 30-20. We are the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. So maybe we're taking like that Orlando Magic 2020 4-season jump this year, which is great for the progression of this team. We're a top 10 offense in the East. Hey, that's been better than what we've been in the past. And we're the number 2 defensive team. I don't know if anything's going to top like that front court of Cooper Flagg and Joel Embiid. That is insane. Well, yeah, I don't even know how they ended up being that bad enough to get that pick. Well, I guess it's the Raptors pick. Is 2K for some dumb reason gave that Raptors pick. Like they took it from San Antonio and gave it to Philadelphia. I don't know why. Shout out to the jump Bilal Coulibaly's had this season. I said, I don't know if I was going to give him a rookie extension. Yeah, he's going to get it. Him and Ace Bailey, super fun to watch on the perimeter, even though Ace Bailey cannot knock down a 3. So hopefully that won't be a reason why he gets played off the court in the playoffs. Matter quickly, the efficiency is kind of down this season. Something to definitely keep an eye on. Denny Avdia been super consistent for us. Not going to do any contract extensions right now. Let's see if we can make the season or the playoffs as a non-playing tournament team. So Luka Doncic wins MVP this season. Eric Wall is your rookie of the year. He actually fell to 11, went to the Knicks as a guard. Wasn't too bad in his rookie year. Nikola Topic, 6th man of the year, probably behind Luka Doncic. Wemby wins Depoy. Topic most improved. Clutch player of the year goes to Luka. Coach of the year, Jason Kidd. Here's All-NBA first team with Luka, Wemby, Giannis, Jokic, and Halliburton. Here's All-NBA second team with Shea, Ja, LaMelo, De'Aaron Fox, and Evan Mobley. We got Bam Adebayo, Chet Holmgren, Paolo Banchero, Topic off the bench, and Scotty Barnes, All-NBA third team. Bilal Coulibaly, so he's playing all defensive first team caliber defense, shot 50% from the field and 42% from 3. Yeah, that's somebody that's going to get a nice payday from us in this offseason. No other Washington Wizards on the defensive teams, but we did get Malik Dennis on our rookie second team. So we made the playoffs as the 5th seed, very similar to the Orlando Magic this year. We're taking on Isaiah Collier, Hero, Butler, Nikola Jovic, his former spot, Dario Saric, Bam Adebayo, Jaime Jaquez, and the Miami Heat. I'm excited about this playoff team because I feel like we could beat the Heat in round number 1. I may trim down the rotation a little bit. Like, I don't think I'm going to play Malik Dennis. Maybe we'll play Jovic a little bit more, see if he can beat his former team and want to stick it to them. Let's give 32 minutes to Clingan, and let's go, 2 more to Coulibaly, 1 more to Avdia, 1 more to Ace Bailey, who still can't really hit threes at a great clip, but are we able to beat the Heat in round number 1? Game 1 does go to Miami by 8 points, a division rival. Game number 2 goes to Washington. We win this one by 13. Bilal at 30. Ace Bailey 23 and 13. Clingan 13, 13, and 3. We do lose game 3, though, by 7 points. All right, Bilal, I need you to step up. You've been great so far. Game number 4 goes to Miami. Damn. I would like to have gone to playoff series victory. Can we maybe come back? No, we ended up losing at 5. Oh, we lost by 3 points in overtime. Denny had 34. That's upsetting. And you had a battle of Florida in the Eastern Conference Eastern Conference Finals with the Heat beating the Magic. So the Heat ended up going all the way, and the Thunder in the finals. A rematch of the 2012 finals, and this time the Thunder win, not the Heat. Shea gets another finals MVP. There goes Jimmy Butler. He loses 3 finals, and he's like, yeah, I'm done. I guess I'm never going to win it. So draft lottery is over. We get the 11th overall pick. That dates back to the Kyle Kuzma trade. Do we own our first round pick? Yeah, we do. It's at 21. So we have 11 and 21. I want to keep developing this core that we have. The thing, like the one position I'm thinking we could upgrade is the point guard position from Quickly, who is an expiring contract as well. Will they accept this? No. All right. What about if I throw in one more first round pick? No. If I throw in Corey Kispert. So would they do this? I don't even know if they're going to do this. 3 first-round picks. Vucevic, who we don't need because we have Nick Richards. We're going to throw in Corey Kispert and Emmanuel Quickly, one former Knicks point guard, for another Jalen Brunson, who obviously isn't a great defender, but he's playing alongside an all-defensive first-team guard in Bilal Coulibaly. Would they do this? They do. All right, we traded for Jalen Brunson. Could that put us over the top? 30 years old, Jalen Brunson coming off 21 points and 7 assists for the Rockets. The number 1 overall pick was Matthew Cummings going to the Jazz out of UCLA. Dale Bledsoe looks pretty good. The Rockets took Zach Towns with that pick that we ended up giving them. We had a bunch of second-round picks. We got Bernard Curry. Don't know if he's going to shoot like him out of Dayton. We got Glenn Roberts at 36. We got Herbert Berry at 38. We're going to pick up the team option on Donovan Clingan, Tyler Smith, Conrad Taylor. I may try to save some of this money, so I'm not going to pick up these former second-round picks from last year's draft. We're going to pay Bilal Coulibaly a decent amount of money, and we were able to take on Brunson's contract because Jordan Poole was a free agent. So we do have some cap space, but obviously I do want to bring back Bilal. And to improve this defense even more, we traded away Corey Kispert. Could I somehow pick up Herb Jones? Now, that's around $9 million left remaining. How much is the Coulibaly capital? Ooh, it's 18 mil. So that means I'd have to free up around $9 million if I wanted Herb Jones. And that'd probably come at the expense of Nikola Jovic. But we do have Tyler Smith, so it's not the end of the world trading Nikola Jovic. Let's just see if we can get Herb Jones first, and then we'll see what we're gonna do. So yeah, let's renounce the rights on everybody but Bilal. Herb goes to the Bulls anyway. Oh, I guess not. He somehow is still here. All right, could I give him around 3 years, 13 and a half? That would be a steal. Unfortunately, though, I don't think I'm going to have to, or I'm going to be able to get him unless I trade away. Yeah, I got to trade away Nikola Jovic. And I'm going to get Chicago's unprotected 2031 first for Nikola Jovic from the Kings. So we should be able to sign Herb Jones without renouncing the rights on Bilal Coulibaly, which is huge. And we're going to sign Bilal to a 5-year, $123 million extension. So it's going to be Brunson with Malik Dennis backing him up. We have Bilal and Herb Jones, 2 all-defensive first-team caliber wings. That is insane. I'm so excited for that. We have Denny and Bailey. One of these guys will start at the 4. We have Tyler Smith, and then we have Clingan, Richards, and Curry off the bench. All right, play progression. Brunson doesn't regress, which is good, and I think we have a solid enough core around him to win a championship with him as our 1A player. All right, so it's going to be Brunson, Coulibaly, Bailey, Denny, Donovan Clingan with a bench of Herb Jones, Tyler Smith, Malik Dennis, and Nick Richards. This defense should be number 1 in the NBA, and system proficiency is going to be 4-star balance. Can we start off the season with a dub? 138-133. Great start to the season. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins another MVP. I think this is not yet from the 24 draft class, just because the names are spelled wrong. He wins Rookie of the Year. Ian Jackson, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby, Depoy. Matas Buzelis, Most Improved. I mean, I don't know if I would have given him that award. Cade Cunningham, Clutch Player of the Year. Taylor Jenkins, Coach of the Year. This team won 62 games. Jalen Brunson, a 1A caliber player. Ace Bailey, though, is on All-NBA third team. What a breakout year. All he had to do was start hitting his threes, and he was going to be an All-NBA third team caliber player. Bilal on all defensive first team, just helping out Brunson in that backcourt. We love to see it. Ace Bailey, all defensive second team with Cooper Flagg. Hell yeah. And then we still have like Donovan Clingan anchoring that defense. We are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. I will tell you, we had to be the top defensive team in the East. And we were by far. We were the number 3 offensive team. Taking a look here at the stats. Bailey, Coulibaly, Brunson. Bailey, Bilal, Brunson. There we go. All scoring 20 plus. Brunson had 8.1 assists. Shout out to Malik Dennis. 6.3 assists off the bench. Would have had 13 assists per 36. Rebounds go to Clingan, who averaged a double-double, and Bailey as well. And we're taking on the Toronto Raptors in round number 1. Oh, they have Steph Curry. That's pretty good. They also have Jason Tatum and Alex Sarr and Grady Dick. Okay. How is that an 8 seed? How was Herb Jones this year? 11 points. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Not bad. Obviously, because we're getting elite defense out of him as well. Please don't lose to an 8-seeded Raptors team. I know they have Curry and Tatum. Okay, you guys swept them. Great job. But we got to take on the Cavs in round number 2, who have been probably the best Eastern Conference team in this video. They did not make it to the finals last year, but they were in the previous 2. They are coming off a sweep over the reigning Eastern Conference champion, Miami Heat. They still have their elite front court, their elite back court in 2K. Can we beat them in advance of the conference finals? We are 8-0. Oh my God, let's go. Taking on the Charlotte Hornets, a division rival. Bilal averaged 30.5 points in those 4 games. We're going to be taking on the Charlotte Hornets, who have LaMelo, Jacoby Walter, Brandon Miller, Naz Reid, and Mark Williams. That is a very fun team. But I feel like if we were able to beat that Toronto team and that Cleveland team, we should be fine against Charlotte. Oh no. We just blew a 3-1 lead. No way, I got way too cocky. Oh my God, we were down 1-0. We ended up going up 3-1. And then we ended up losing by 33, by 4, and then by 2. Oh my God, I'm speechless. That did not just happen. Are you kidding me? Chet Holmgren, your Western Conference Finals MVP. LaMelo in the East, and the Thunder won it all. I guess we have to run this back. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. We had Drew Holiday. He ends up retiring. Wow, I am speechless. We dominate the first 2 rounds, and I thought that that Hornets team was definitely the most, that was an inferior team to the other 2 teams we faced. But I guess not. We didn't have a first round pick. I'm going to sign everybody back. I want to run it back with this core. So anybody that's a free agent, I'm bringing them back. Clingan, Tyler Smith, bringing them back. We do have Jalen Brunson under contract, making $52 million for 1 more year. Denny, 4 years, 82. Welcome back. We're going to bring back Nick Richards as well. I don't want to renounce the rights on Clingan and Tyler Smith 2K. Why are you making me do that? Yeah, Tyler Smith wants way too much money. I'm not giving him $35 million a year. I would give Clingan 4 years, $88 million. But I'm not giving Tyler Smith that much money. And we do get Tyler Smith back on the qualifying offer. Everybody's progressing besides Jalen Brunson. Hopefully we're able to actually make it to the finals this year. Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed not making it last year after that start in the playoffs. So Luka wins MVP. Edwin Love is your Rookie of the Year. He was the #1 overall pick out of USF. Josh Giddey, 6th Man of the Year in LA. Wemby Depoy. JQ, most improved. He recently decommitted from Kentucky because Cal did go to Arkansas. And Taylor Jenkins is your Coach of the Year. We won 69 games. We do not get anybody on an All-NBA team this year. But hey, 1 seed in the East once again. Let's do the thing. Round number 1, we're taking on the Detroit Pistons, who have Cunningham, McCullough, Reese Shea, Pat Will, John Collins. They still have Asor Thompson. That should be an easy sweep. If we lost to that team, I think I'd be like, all right, yeah, I failed this rebuild somehow. So we end up sweeping them. Great start. Jalen Brunson, that's what I'm talking about. Now he's got to go up against his former team of Isaiah Collier, Dante DiVincenzo, Omar Baruch, Joyce Randall, Filipowski, Wendell Carter Jr., a couple former Duke Blue Devil big men. They won game 1, but we end up winning in 5. Now, last year we lost to the Hornets, who were the 6th seed. We're taking on the 7th-seeded Raptors, who have Zion. They've just had Zion, Tatum, Curry in this video. They have a Kai Boswell, Reed Shepherd backcourt. Please tell me we could beat them. We win in 5, and we're taking on the LA Lakers here in the NBA Finals. Stephon Castle, Western Conference Finals MVP. They still have AD. Mackenzie Mgbako, they've developed. They have Cason Wallace. Stephon Castle's a beast. Dusty Tucker was a great draft pick. Giddey won 6th Man of the Year. They have Derek White, Quentin Grimes, Jaden McDaniels. I am scared of this Lakers team. We do win game 1. We win game 2. We're up 3-0. Do not blow a 3-0 lead. Boom. Ice sweep. And Ace Bailey, the 2nd overall pick in 2025, is your Finals MVP. And we were able to get it done. All right. Thank God, man. I was nervous. So, yeah, Brunson could have got Finals MVP as well. So that is going to be for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you enjoyed the Donovan Clingan 2024 draft rebuild, let me know by dropping a thumbs up. And also let me know in the comments which team and prospect we should do next if you still want to see this type of content. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.